Learning through play. Kids, do you think you are learning when you are playing?
No.
Oh, yes. No. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you play at school? Do you have playtime? That is too soft. I want everybody doing it together. I counted 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is a game. Every time when I touch my head, I want to see if you can stay, all of you can stay super quiet. If you can, I'll be very happy. Okay, now let's see. Now you think that you did play at school, right? Do you think that you learned at school too? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, good job. All right, so let's see. What can we do when we play? Number 1 is social-emotional. What is that? Well, a lot of time you play with your friend. And sometimes you play with daddy and mommy. When you play with them, what? You know what to do and what not to do. Okay? You want to really be friends with your friend, right? So you will need to learn some rules to make play happen with your friends, okay? And when you play, like I said, you feel happy. You feel happy. Number 2, it can be creative. What I'm trying to say here is that when they play, sometimes we thought that they are not learning the ABCs or they're not learning the Chinese, okay, not learning math, stuff like that, but they did develop in different ways, okay? Creativity. They can be creative. How? Oh, I will ask. We are going to show how they can be creative. Sometimes you give them a box of Legos, they make a beautiful car already, and then they break it into little pieces, and then you say, well, why don't you make something? And then they start to use the Lego, and then flick the Legos. Well, we don't use Lego this way. We stack them up. I don't want to stack them up, I want to flick them. Okay? And then make it everywhere. Well, yeah, they are making a big mess, but they are being creative. They think of new ways to play when you give them materials. Okay? So create some ideas. Okay? Next one. They help them to develop, the brain development. Okay? Why? Because they need to think how to play. Okay? You give them 2 bottles, 3 bottles of water, and there's no toys, and they get so bored. Okay? And they start to need to think, oh, what can I do with a bottle of water? Kids, I want you to think, because in a minute, I'm going to show you what I have, and you will need to think. And parents, I want you to think too. Legos. Other than Legos, what can you play with Legos? Okay, so you think. Okay, it takes skills. All right, lastly, language. You guys are very clever because not only you can speak your home language, you can speak in English, and you're learning Chinese at school. Who can tell me? Are you really good at speaking in English? Are you really good at that? You think you are really good at speaking in Chinese? Pretty good. Who is doing pretty good? You? Oh, can you say something in Chinese? Oh, that's a very good job. What is that? What is that? Is that 早晨, right? That's language. Why we think playing is so important? Because they so want to play. And at school, if they want to play with other friends, sometimes they need to think what to say. Okay, even in English, they need to think what is appropriate to say. What I say will hurt others, and then my friends don't want to play with me. Okay, what language should I use? Okay, should I use English, or should I use my home language, or should I use Chinese? Or, man, these new kids, he or she doesn't know speak all these languages. Maybe I can use my body language for communication. This is very important because no matter where you go, if you're in Hong Kong or even if you are in other country, you need communication. You need to think of ways. So that's why language is very important when it's playtime. It facilitates all these skills, okay? Here, I didn't put in academic knowledge. Why? Because they have a lot of academic learning time in school. So today, I try to focus more on other soft skills, okay? All right, so how about at home? If in general we can have so many things, what can we do when they play at home? Let's see. Communication. Mommy, you get very busy doing a lot of housework, right? Some daddy, you work all the time, and then when you are home, you are tired, okay? I wonder how many quality time would you sit and talk with kids? And say, well, kids, you know what? Let's tell me, how'd you feel today? Let's spend 10 minutes talking. Tell me about what happened at school. Or you know what? When you pick up your kids from school, okay, you ask them, well, how'd you doing today? Are you happy at school? And I said, yeah, I'm okay. Tell me more details. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, but let's say if you are doing dramatic play with them, they will act out what they experienced at school, and then you will know what happened. You guys communicate, right? Okay, so improves cognitive development. What is cognitive? Again, well, it means here, your brain, okay, your brain development. Okay, so how? Like I said, because they need to think, okay? And sometimes thinking takes time and they need knowledge, okay? For example, I just say I use 2 bottles. Do you think I can make it a 3, make it a 4? It's about counting, okay? I have 2, can you get more for me to make it a 5? And then they go grab 3 more. It's about addition, right? Yes, well, it seems easy, well, but we have to think how we could maybe make learning not happy, but happier. How's that, right? All right, so last one, relationship, okay? When I was small, my mommy loves to play Barbies with me. But my mom and dad are very traditional parents. They never really give me big hugs and kisses. Okay, I still feel very, very close to them because my daddy and mommy both love to play Barbies with me at home. Okay, I'm a very quiet girl, not for my boy. So then, well, even though I do not get hugs and kisses all the time, and I still feel very close to them because we get to talk and chat almost every single day. Okay, so parents, I want you to think, when you involve in playtime, after playtime, you will realize that you get closer with the kids.